Hey Cancer, welcome to your June 2019 tarot reading with me, Stella Wilde. This is June 2019 Cancer psychic tarot reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome back. If you are a returning subscriber, I'm so glad that you are here. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you get notified when I release new videos, which is several times a week. This channel is all about giving you the intuitive information and inspiration you need to manifest your wildest dreams. To that end, Jupiter is still in Sagittarius, benefiting everybody, lending its luck to us in a specific area of our astrology chart. You can now get my Jupiter in Sagittarius luck and opportunity forecast on Vimeo. I'll leave a link in the description. It's very reasonably priced, and this transit lasts until December, so it's still very much in effect. You might want to check that out. Also, I'm offering a love reading for each sign on Vimeo for June. I'll leave a link to your Cancer love reading in the description. You might want to check that out. It's exclusively about love, all the time. And please, I would love to work with you. So the link is in the description if you would like to book a private reading with me, because of course, these readings are general that I do here on YouTube. Okay, so let's get into the energy. I have some new cards for you that I'm going to be using. They are astrology oracle cards, so to speak, and we're going to draw two to see what the general energy is for you in June, Cancer. Now, you have Mars transiting through your sign in the month of June. There is some tense energy at the middle of the month with Mars and Cancer opposing the Pluto, Saturn, and South Node situation in Capricorn. I encourage you to go either listen to your monthly horoscope that I wrote, and also recorded for YouTube, or read it on my blog. All right, I'll leave a link in the description because that energy is really impacting you. And of course, next month, we're going to be all focusing on the eclipses, which, one of which is happening in your sign and the other of which is happening in your opposite sign of Capricorn. So Cancer, you got a lot of energy going on. A lot of energy going on the next couple of months. Big changes are afoot for you guys. I mean, they are for all of us, but especially for you guys. And of course, the North Node is traveling in your sign. So there is a destiny moment that you are working toward this year. All right, let's see. Let's take that one. And I like this one that's on the top. All right, what do we have for you guys? Okay, so we have the 11th house, friends. But 11th house is also your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, and your goals. But I would say with this energy, since, this card says friends in particular, and with Cancer, as I said, Mars and Cancer are happening this month. And it can make you a little cranky. It can make other people cranky. And with the energy opposite you, you just have to be careful with some of your associations that, there aren't some blow-ups. There aren't some really silly fights over really trivial things. But also know that these next 2 months, if a friendship or an association goes, it's meant to go. The other thing is new friends are going to be coming in for you, new associations. So hold on tightly, let go lightly. Capricorn, I use. So look, your opposite sign is coming up here. So with these two, it's interesting. There could be a relationship in your life, not romance, I feel, but a business association, a friend. This could even be friends with benefits. I mean, I have to say, a friends with benefits, a friendship of convenience. That's the kind of the phrase I'm looking for. A friendship of convenience. Like, you're friends with the person because you work with them. But in real life, if you just met them, you probably wouldn't be friends with them. So, and of course, we have all different types of friendships in our lives. I'm not saying that that's bad, but I'm just saying that there is a friendship based probably on some sort of association like that or convenience. And we're going to dig into this with the tarot cards. There could be some aspect of it that is either changing. I'm feeling it's going to change. I'm feeling it's going to probably end. But we'll pull some tarot cards. But this is highlighted for you. Now, the thing is, yes, you have Mars transiting your sign. But Mars does not like to be in Cancer. It's considered in its detriment, in its fall, when it's in that energy. So the other sign has the advantage. Capricorn has the advantage right now because they have Saturn and Pluto powerhousing through their sign. And so if we were looking at a tug-of-war relationship, all you have is Mars in your sign. And Mars is powerful. But Capricorn has those heavyweight planets. They have more weight on their side. So if there comes to be some sort of power struggle between you and another person, it doesn't have to be a Capricorn, but it could be. But between you and another person, because Capricorn rules your 7th house if you have Cancer rising. So it's relationships. If you are feeling a power struggle, just know that the other person probably has some sort of an advantage. Now, of course, this is general astrology information. I can't possibly look at everybody's chart and know everybody's chart right now, but this is just general energy to be aware of. Let's dig into it with some tarot cards. And I mean, honestly, because of the phraseology that's on this card I use, that's why I was saying it could be a friends with benefits situation. Not just a friendship of convenience, like a business friendship. All right, let's dig into this, Cancer. All right, what do we need to know about this situation? All right, hold on. Let's dig this. All right. Wow, look at this. So we have 2 9s. So we're nearing a point of completion with this situation. And we have the 8 of Wands upside down. So there's something fundamentally, I don't want to say wrong, but let's say skewed. There's something that is skewed, that is unaligned with this, I'm just going to call it friends with benefits situation. I've already explained what I mean by that, so you take it however it applies and resonates to your situation. There's something about this friends with benefits situation that the energy is no longer aligned. This 8 of Wands upside down. And you've probably been feeling that way for at least the last 2 months or the last 8 months. And that's why we're coming to this wrapping up point. You're going to come and realize this month, Cancer, that you are perfectly fine being on your own. In fact, you feel better being on your own in this particular situation. Because when you're with the other person in this situation, this is the energy. And, you know, I would also say you're both feeling this. You're both feeling it. It's a worn out, tired association. I think that there's a lot of this going through the motions, like you're still engaging in it, but your heart's not in it. And quite frankly, the energy is exhausting. There is a better benefit right now for you to be on your own in whatever this relationship situation represents for you. In other words, you're not getting anything out of this anymore. Not really. You may have at one time. It may have been fine. But currently, it's not supporting your growth. You're okay on your own. And I love this 9 of Pentacles because of the little falcon she has on here. There have been signs and omens and messages coming in that you gotta let this go. It's been coming in, like you know. You guys are very intuitive. I'm sorry, it's so hot here, and I have fans on and air on, and it's, anyway. Okay. And I talk so much every day, I need to keep hydrated. So, you've had these signs and messages, and also I would say there's a very strong message that's coming in about how you will be more successful on your own, because this association's draining your energy. Let's pull a few more cards. All right, let's see what else we need to know about this. And of course, we have 2 9s here, which means, we're almost at the end. We're wrapping it up. The wisdom and the lesson, because 9 to me always represents like the hermit, the wisdom number, right? So whatever wisdom that you were supposed to glean from this situation, you've already got it. That's why the energy's not aligned anymore, because you don't need this relationship in your life. Look at this. Look at this. We have 5 of Pentacles, we have the 4 of Wands, and we have the 4 of Pentacles upside down. So again, the drain on your resources, your physical resources, your health. So there is some aspect of this situation that, one of the primary reasons, because look, we have this 9 of Wands. So I'm just going to tuck this one over here. One of the primary reasons that this association needs to go is because it's depleting you. You're spending way too much time and energy, maybe money, investment, personal investment, emotional involvement, way too much on it. And what are you getting back? You're getting back a lot of work and aggravation and not anything coming back. In fact, this situation, look at this, 5 of Pentacles, is so draining that eventually, if you don't watch it, Cancer, it's going to make you sick. It's probably already made you a little sick. All right. Now, this could be physical, manifestations of stress that are coming out. This could be just emotional heartache. But, I don't really talk too much about health here because that is and this is so general, this reading. I can't, tune into all that. And plus, I feel each individual really knows their own health best. A reader can read things, yes, but each person is so powerful into regards to creating their own health that, it's really up to you. I don't like to tell people really anything about their health. We can all heal ourselves. I really believe that in many levels, many ways. Anyway, that's a whole other long story. But my point with this is that how this is manifesting for you and how, if you keep going down this road, how it will manifest for you. Worse, because this is upright. So worse. Okay? The other thing I will say too is if and when this association ends, and I feel it's ending, there's going to be no going back. It is done. This 5 of Pentacles. It is done. But it needs to be done because it is draining you emotionally, physically, mentally, and you're not getting anything back. Now look at this. In the middle of here, we have the 4 of Wands upright. So when you get rid of this, you will feel this immense sense of relief and celebration. There will be this emotional lifting of your spirit that, you're kind of like, why didn't I do this before? Right? And here's the other thing that's very interesting. It's a 4 weeks. So 4 weeks from when this situation gets let go of, okay, when this situation wraps itself up, within 4 weeks, you're going to have something very nice to celebrate. This could be a new, much more aligned situation that comes in for you, a much more aligned friendship, a much more aligned, perhaps new partner, a new friend with benefits. I don't know, whatever your situation is, okay? But something good will come within a month after this situation wraps itself up. Because the other thing here is you are up-leveling into a new sense of your own value. And because of that, the universe is going to be... So your energy is changing and shifting and moving up. So as a result, something better is going to come in. Okay, so this is very interesting energy here. It is time. It is time for this situation to wrap itself up. Because it's been... I feel like they have been using you, at least for the last 8 months to 8 weeks. And it may have started out fairly beneficial to you in the beginning. But the energy dynamic shifted at some point, and it just turned into more trouble than it's worth, really. All right, let's pull an oracle card. I'm just seeing, trying to tune in. The other thing I'm hearing is that this person, when they get let go, when they're not in your life anymore, they're gonna just like move on like you were never in their life. Like nothing, you're gonna be like, because I feel like you'll hear through a grapevine, like you'll know kind of what's going on, and you will be WTF, because you'll be like you never existed in their life. That's what I feel. That's the other thing. So like the lesson, I feel like the other lesson, because I feel like I said with the 2 9s here, there was a strong spiritual lesson that you learned, and it's about your energy, your boundaries, what you were giving versus what you were getting in return, all of that. Whoa, all of that kind of stuff. That one just flipped on the floor. I can see it, so I'm going to show it to you. Journey. All right, let's dig in. What else we have here for you guys? Pull a couple more. That one. And let's take this one. Now, if you're thinking of going on a trip, I would suggest you wait until August, because there's so much crazy energy in July with Mercury retrograde, with 2 eclipses. The energy is unsettled. So plan now, because a lot of you really want to get away. And I think you're going to want some sort of more restful holiday for yourself with this card coming up, rest and rejuvenation. I mean, you could be doing this in June, but I feel because we have this 9 of Wands that we had, and because we have the 5 of Pentacles, there is some, I'm feeling it's just really depleted energy that you need to go somewhere to recharge, wherever that place is for you. Some people like the ocean, some people like the mountains. There needs to be like you need to plug into a recharging station. Like for most Cancers, it's going to be by water, of course, but some people might prefer the lake by the mountains rather than the ocean. Whatever the case may be, you guys need some time out. Whether it's this month or in August, you have to recharge. And I feel you're going to best do it away from home. Okay, and that could even be the thing that happens within the 4 weeks, is you figure out, you get the finances, you get a break. Maybe somebody has a place you can borrow where you can go stay, so you're not like spending a lot of money. But there will be some nice news associated with this journey. And I think it's just like a long weekend away, like a 4-day weekend. I don't think it's like a big involved thing, because it's more the idea you're going to go to a place and stay there and just kind of regroup and relax, because you have been working very, very hard, very, very hard. And with this card too, you will have the means to do it. The universe will bring in what you need to have this happen. The other thing too is that, I love this card, it's so beautiful. You are on the next phase of your journey. You're leaving this relationship baggage behind. That's the other great thing about this card. And you're going to be encountering new relationships. New people are going to be coming into your life in the next 2 months. The other card that we have here is your solar plexus, your will, Archangel Samuel. So you are much clearer now, as I said before, with the boundaries, because this is all about boundaries, on what you will and will not tolerate. And you really learned a lot about unequal friendships, unequal relationships, power dynamics, overgiving. Cancers, you're so generous with your time. When you really care about somebody, you go all in. And that, like I said, that may have been fine at the beginning, but it turned out to be a situation where this person was probably also, like I said, I feel like there's also that they were benefiting from you financially in some way. like, I mean, take a really taking advantage situation. So I'm also hearing for some of you to be careful when you exit this friendship. You may just need to kind of pull back and not offer too much explanation, because I feel like they could try to manipulate and, guilt trip you and reel you back in. Like, oh, poor me, woe is me, like that they'll have that energy coming at you. And then it'll push, the pity button, and you'll feel sorry for them. And that will throw you off your own track of your own development now. You're moving along. I mean, you have the journey card. Like, you're going to be on the next phase of your journey. So I think the less said, the better. Just accept that it's done. Like, I don't feel like this card can sometimes be like it was all just a waste of time and money. No, because you did get a valuable lesson. You wouldn't have gotten the lesson probably another way. So, I mean, you got a valuable lesson. But this card also signifies to me that if you try to explain, it's just going to fall on deaf ears. They're going to try to, manipulate you, to not take away their supply. The other thing I'm hearing too, for some of you may be applicable, is that make sure everything is clean when this relationship is over, because make sure you have all your stuff. Make sure if it's a, that type of situation, make sure they don't have any type of connection hold on you, because they could try to, for some of you, I'm getting that they're still going to try to somehow take advantage of you, like through your money, like your debit card, through, maybe stealing some stuff of yours, and you may not be aware of it until later. So again, not applicable to everyone, but just be on the alert to that. Make sure that there's no trace. There's no, you're not leaving anything behind. But this is the clear out that's necessary to happen. And with the South Node transiting in your 7th house of relationships, the relationships will end. This is because they no longer are appropriate for your energy. And where you're going in life. It's just the way it is. I mean, I've told the story before when the South Node hit my Venus in Pisces, boom, relationship ended. That, was around for quite a while. That's what the South Node does. It takes things out that no longer are appropriate in our lives. And it's hard sometimes, and it can sometimes feel shocking and unfair, but we have to trust that it is for our own good ultimately. But I feel that you are really in charge of this situation, Cancer. So, and you guys know, leave me a comment. Let me know how this is resonating, because you guys know what this is. You guys know. If you don't have a situation like this currently in your life, then one may manifest this month. And you're going to have to think very carefully about if you want to get involved or not, because this is the energy of that connection. Okay, so, all right, let's pull an angel answer card and see if you have a question. We'll ask the question. We'll see how the card relates to the cards we just pulled. And if you're interested in your love reading, hit me up over on Vimeo. We'll get, whoa. Okay, that card fell in my lap. And a siren's going off outside. Do you hear that? So this is like, wow. Remember we were talking earlier in the video, I hope you're still with me from earlier, about the warning, the bird, the omen, the signs. You hear the siren? Siren, unlikely. So, wow, I'm getting chills. So, Cancer, proceed with caution. Okay. Take some time out for you this month. Get this situation cleared up. And like I said, if you don't have this situation in your life, it may manifest. And it is unlikely that it's going to turn out the way you would like. So, FYI. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, Cancer. I hope that you have a great month. And I will see you again soon. Take care. Stella Wilde, signing out.